This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we are gonna play the new deck that is sweeping the meta, putting up amazing win rates, winning tournaments, and running weird cards. It is Naya Unleash Fury. This card has Kazul's, this deck has Kazul's Fury, and it has Unleash Fury, so it's called Naya's Fury. It plays adventure cards and Showdown of the Skalds, and it has Goldspan Dragon, and you can unleash Fury on a Goldspan Dragon, and you can make another treasure, and then you can Sajiri shelter it, and this deck is trash. It's best of one trash. It's best of oneable, or I am insanely unlucky, one of the two. I played this deck for an hour and a half. I think I won 2 games out of 10. I D-ranked into 98 percentile, and I dubbed this thing complete, utter trash. I may have gotten unlucky. The deck might be a lot better. I had crazy mana problems. I could never get the mana into the right spot. I would go through half my deck. I never drew a dragon. It might have been one of those days. For me, personally, the deck has violated the Prime Directive, which has never make me angry. This deck has 29 lands. I had 2 games where I didn't draw a third land. Kept 2 lander on the draw, didn't draw a third land. 29 lands. So for me, deck is trash. And I said to myself, I have to get back into the numbers. I need to pivot. I need to do something different. And I did. And I switched to a deck that can actually compete with a mono white on the play, with a mono red on the play, with a rogues on the play, and tear their sweet little creatures apart and just dissect, devour, and carve them up. And that deck was mono black hateful Eidolon. Mono black auras, but it does get a twist. I was looking over I've been watching these black aura decks for a while, since I think around Ikoria is where you got Lurrus into the mix with Call of the Death Dweller to pair up with your hateful Eidolon and enchantments that kill things like Deadweight. And yeah, I've had my eye on this deck for a while, and it hasn't gotten anything new in a while. Zendikar Rising provided some Agadeem's Awakening and some cool like lands that do stuff, but it didn't really push the deck. But there is a new card, a new god, that in my opinion pushes the deck, and that is Valki, the God of Lies, / Tybalt, the Cosmic Imposter. An early play that can be an overwhelming force in the late game, something the deck was really missing. It had to try to set up Lurrus and then protect Lurrus and bring Lurrus back over and over. And even then, the Lurrus was often getting back, you know, at best a 5/5 token, which can be Brazen Borrowed, and at worst, just more auras and removal spells. And if your opponent is doing powerful things, they went over the top of you. My Yorion decks loved playing against these mono black Lurrus Eidolon decks because they couldn't do anything really strong. But Valki, God of Lies, Tybalt, the Cosmic Imposter, that's strong. And to cast Tybalt, we get this free splash of Blightstep Pathway. All we have to do is drop one of these on the red side, and we can cast Valki in the late game. And since we draw a ton of cards and go through our deck because we're using Eidolon and Deadweight and Village Rites, we can usually make that happen just fine when we need to. Lurrus can also bring Valki back from the graveyard. I personally wondered, can I cast Tybalt off of the Lurrus in the same way that you can cascade into a Tybalt? Now, there are judges. They're already down there. They've already got their keyboards out. They're already sweating from the opportunity to just try to dive in and answer a question. I still don't know. Tried to do it in gameplay. So yeah, we'll see. I try to learn on the fly. I learn from doing stuff. I can't believe it when people tell me the answers, because even if they're super intelligent, smart, and nice people, I don't know that because they're on the internet. They could just be trolls. We all know the internet has trolls. If you're a troll, you know, just go ahead and leave me some true facts in the comments. For example, how many people commented about the triomes in the last video just because I brought it up in the intro? Millions of people did it. Some might say I'm a troll. Anyway, This deck is made to carve up mono white, carve up mono red, and give rogues a really hard time because we have Call of the Death Dweller to get things back from our graveyard that they put there, and we have the escape card, Mogi's Favor. So I have a feeling that those big three, those three decks that take up so much of the meta, that we can beat them. And that's what I'm out to do today, to get myself back from down in the numbers, put there by this disgusting Naya Fury Adventure deck, back into the top 1200. Will Mono Black be the one to bring me back? Back in black. I used to do a good AC/DC. It's gone. It will not be resurrected. My throat has work to do. Today's dedication for the video goes out to Andy N. Andy N, thank you for becoming a YouTube member, the 296 members of the Cool Kids Club on YouTube. Thanks for supporting the content. You are very cool. Now, let's get a nice shiny cosmetic to commemorate this epic day of you joining the dojo. There we go. A really lovely Village Rites. That's going to be a sick one. I really like this art. So, thank you so much, and if you want to join and become a member, hit that button below. You might get a cosmetic dedicated to you in a future video. Now let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Well, it's got the Eidolon, so we keep. Easy. Go on, little aggro scum. I think it's safe to deploy Eidolon. I mean, if they go Mountain Bone Crush, I'm going to be really sad. If they play Glass Casket, I'm really sad. But this is what they always do, 100%. All right. Let's send you. Doubt you want to block. So, how do we remove it? Think we use a deadweight. I'll go ahead and take this out now before it can protect anything. Draw a card. Not bad. Hold up Village Rites. Say go. We don't want this to get exiled because we have Call. Basriket. Okay. That won't hurt us very badly. This will go to a 3/3, but then we'll take it out. Opponent feeling strong. I don't think I need more black necessarily. I may as well get the red source, just in case we do Valki stuff later. Yay for another card. Alright, so Ket's gonna be annoying. We've got to work on it for a while because we don't hit very hard. And now a Heliod too. Okay. Our opponent with some nice set pieces for sure.
Now is the time to strike.
What to do? Well, we can definitely play a freebooter and see if we can nab something from them. Just lands. Ew, mismatched lands. Our opponent is disgusting. They should be ashamed. Might as well play the tap land now. I don't think we're going to nab anything with it. Draw more land. Go for it. Let's go. Speaker. Sure. Alright. So we have to buy Luris. And we got to get to the Myers Grasp. Oh, we have to prevent the lifelink next turn by Village Rightsing. No! Now we're the Flood. Okay. So we could attack the Basri. Then we have to block with the Eidolon and sack it, which I don't think is worth it. But if we block with this and sacrifice it, we better save both, right? We better save both. Our opponent could definitely top deck some kind of a removal. Glass Casket or whatever. And then they gain life, and then they get more counters on this. And then it's very hard to kill. They draw a Savior. That won't save them from the deadweight. But it does bring Heliod to life. which is nasty.
I will guard your advance.
All right, no lifelink. 2 cards. 7 cards versus none, but our cards aren't very good. Like, our draw is very mediocre. Let's go, Lurie. Let's go. Get that speaker off this board. Indestructible won't help you. No, don't do it. Oh, noobs. Mythic mono white aggro players. No. That's not how cards work. All right, opponent has to top deck Glass Casket, Skyclave Apparition, Vanishing Light, something like that to stay in this game. They draw land. Now they're in big trouble. The Luris Eidolon lock is on, as I debate whether or not to kill my own creature to draw more cards. Take him down.
Can we not find common ground?
All right, got my booter. I'm gonna play my other booter. Maybe if I were to draw 2 cards, I'd use the dead weight here, but I got my critters, so I'm feeling okay. That's a game. That is a game of Magic that happened today. Ooh, double Eidolon, no enchantments against Luris. With Call the Death Dweller against possible mill. I think we keep it. This is tricky, though. This is tricky. There's the crabs. There's always the crabs. All right. Please hit the escape enchantment. Let's go. Okay, 3 lands. That's weird. And a thing that can happen, I guess. So they do have to wonder about dead weight. So let's attack and see if there are blocks here. All right. Please hit some enchantments. And or some creatures. Like that first mill, I didn't want to draw that either, but it was really unlucky. There's a Valki. There's a favor. There's a favor. So you're doing me a favor. Let's see what you play. Probably nothing. There's another Valki. Let's see. They flash in a Thought Thief. It doesn't kill either one of these. They probably want to kill one of these. If we bring out the favor and put it on one of these, they'll just target it. So I think we want to play Valki instead. But let's attack first. If they have Thought... Yeah, they can't play Thought Thief into the... what is it? The Enforcer, because they don't have enough black. Alright, get in their hand. Let's see what they've got. And if they counter it, that's fine too. Okay, they play the Thief. No surprise. And no creatures. Just double drown in the freaking lock. Okay, this is gonna get messy. And there's a Lull Mage's Domination to steal something, so we have to keep up Village Rights. But we're gonna be pretty happy when they tap mana to do that. And they're missing the land. Okay. We draw another one. Let's make a red because we can. Call the Death Dweller right now just gets back a Valki. It's not impressive. If we go for this, then the opponent will probably drown in response. If we attack first, they probably won't drown anything. And they take it all. We could also buy Luris. And then they wasted their mana. Maybe on end step they try to kill something. If we play the favor and it resolves, we get cards, but it won't resolve. Let's buy Luris. They're not progressing their board. They're not drawing cards. They're just chilling. We can live with that. There's a Myers Grasp down there, so now we knew they'd counter Luris no matter what, and they're saying go. They're still in a rough spot, though. They're gonna have to take action sometime. Okay. Let's go for a deadweight here. See if they counter it. If they counter it, we play Luris and deadweight anyway, so they're gonna let that resolve. Then we go for this. And if they counter this, they didn't really do much because we can do this again next turn. And if they don't counter it, we draw 2 cards. So this is how you like try to interact with rogues and counter spells. You try to set it up so that they don't win either way. Something bad happens to them. It may not be as bad as if you just got to do whatever you want. That's a really unfortunate draw for us. I guess they had to draw land sometime. And we know they have call. They're gonna keep milling, because mill is their only strategy. But they hit another favor. They can't defend this from favor forever, though. Oh, I guess they can. I mean, we don't have 6 mana, and this is a lot to cast. Okay, we draw Grasp. Attack first? What if they have another Thought Thief? They can block one of these. That's really sad. We don't like that. And then they still have Drown. That's really bad. But we can claim some stuff. We can call some stuff back. But second Valki isn't any good. So if we play Luris, they have to counter that. We can force them into 2 counters. We really want to keep having Village Rites open, though. Let's do this. I mean, can they really defend this forever? I don't think so. But we draw so many cards if it resolves. Okay. One of those is fine. Okay, that resolves. Cards. Cards. Nice. Finally an Archfiend's Vessel. That card's been missing. All right. Do we go for another one? I think so. Now that we have the rights available, let's go for it. So they can call these back, but it taps them out on their turn, and we draw a whole bunch of cards in the process, so it's fine. If we attack here and they have another Thief, then we really blew it. So I think they do. I don't think they're going to Lull Mage next turn, though. I think they're going to call, so let's send out the Vessel. And say go. Okay. What are we on? 29 cards. Oh, there's some creatures. I think that they're going to try to steal the Luris. So I think that's what we have to protect the most with the Village Rites. If the opponent steals one of these, we just Luris. Get a thing, kill it. Easy. So they're going to call. But then they're in big trouble when we Luris. So maybe they won't call. And nothing. They do nothing. Interesting. Here comes Lurie. Drowns the Luris, of course. Let's send some bait. They go down to 6. Do we want the Luris here? I want to hold up the village rights for that call. Oops. By the way, I did that wrong. I was supposed to grab the freebooter, not the Valki. But, okay, so their card is into the story. So what do? They don't dominate any of these. Or if they do, we just punish them for it. Why does it show this as a 7? It's a 4. All right, there we go. Yep, mill me. Come at me, bro. I'm at 24 cards. You know you want that mill. No? You don't? Nice. All right, we got them to tap mana. Now we can go to work. Here, Lurry. This one has Menace, but the opponent can double block. These don't come back. This has Death Touch, so this can rumble. I guess in the graveyard's a good spot for these. All right, they take a trade. I could take their domination, which I think is better than sacrificing my Lurrus. And nope. Think we gotcha. Say go. $20 cards. That resolves. Land and another vessel. Let's get them. Uh-huh. Doesn't block the Lurrus, though. Has Menace. For your next trick. Good job. Die! Down with the rogues. 33 to -2. Decisive win. All right, we're gonna pick on these percentage gamers. We're gonna get back in the numbers. And we don't have an Eidolon here, but we will try this out. Come on, Eidolon. Draw me my Eidolon. Are you mono red? Hand is medium. We'll see how it does. Okay, blue red. Really? Really? You're gonna trick me? You're gonna trick me? We dodged the coma. They hit the stone coil. All right. I guess we should be ready for their next trick. I guess we could hit their Stone Coil Serpent with the Valki. Hello. So, let's see. They countered a Crypt. Yeah, let's see if they have a Stone Coil. Nice hand. Opponent going ham. All right, gotta kill them before they pull off a way to do it again. The good news is we can play like a Valki and a freebooter most every turn until they're dead. Yay, we got their ultimatum. I don't think that really matters. All right, we can put the favor on this next turn and start smashing. But every turn we want to try to take a piece away from them and make it harder to pull off the combo. Faster clock. Let's take another look at that hand. Okay, they've got a snake, so we will attack with Valki first. Then we will play Valki, steal the snake. So they can't top deck Trickery. And now that we have it, now we have Luris to keep bringing Valky's back. We can at least keep the creatures away. Vessel. See, if we play the Valki here, then they get the Serpent back, but then we take it away again. Definitely unnecessary, though. We'll just send you out. And is that game? Are we done with you? Good game, sure. It wasn't what I call magic, but I'll take the W. Thank you for being the only person to try Trickery in Mythic. And has top 1200 again. Let's find out. We pick on some spells, we take out some creatures, maybe we draw some cards. Oh, we're getting some Hedron a love. Yeah, there you go. So, do we let them play? Do we let them play their frickin' Aspirant? I think we play this now. Whoa, black and white, and they always have it. 100%. Target creature gets +1/+1, gains double strike. All right. Put a counter on that speaker. Nice freaking draw. Well, they don't have a way to kill it, but they might draw one. Do we take that chance? I mean, it's all about cards, guys. It's all about cards. You can kill this next turn. Well, it might double strike it, but... And then they get an angel, but we can sacrifice in response and draw 2 if they draw the 3rd land, right? And then we awaken and get it back. Do they have it? Okay. Okay, deck. You're full of memes. But so am I. I am the greatest and the best at spanking these mono white cards with hateful Eidolon and enchantments. That's what I do here. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. I can't get enough. All right, the first Righteous Valkyrie. And remember, they gain 4 life whenever another cleric enters the battlefield, so they'll play this and gain a bunch of life. So we have to find the solutions. Another Village Rites. Well, what you got? This is a good little trick. Village Rites and Call the Death Dweller. No blocks. Coward. Another freebooter. Interesting. That's a big hand. All right, you get Death Touch, so they can't attack. You get Menace, so you can keep attacking. And give me back your Heartless Act. You have a Call the Death Dweller, huh? Ooh. That's really nice. I guess if... Yeah, so we take the call so that they spend their turn Heartless Acting the Freebooter, and then we play another one. Oh, they can't Heartless Act the Freebooter. They have counters on them. Big brain. I knew that. I'm all over that. That's my jam. Second Valkyrie. Up to 24. Mauling off the top. That's a good one. And next turn we can play the God of Lies. All right. Destroy that. Get in with Menace. Freeboot. I will have your Heartless Act now, since it can remove this freebooter. Null Priest, up to 24. You're gonna foretell this now? You finally have the mana, and there it is. Do you attack into Death Touch? Call the Death Dweller gets back some nice cards. Looks like you do. All right. Do we let them have that? No. On God! Keep that life total in check. Cosmic Imposter. I got a call, and I got a Luminarch Aspirant from you. Why didn't I exile this? Because then it would just die to the Null Priest. Why did I hold these back to block? Because blocking's bad when they have double strike on their foretell. So they can still take this Tybalt out, but they have to attack it with everything. They have to use the trick. And then we get it back, kind of. We want to get Lurrus and then cast it from the graveyard. We don't really want to get it with Call the Death Dweller. So there they had to throw everything at the Tybalt. They got to 27, but we get to attack them down again. And then we get to play Valki again in a turn here. Let's get this online. All right, get them back down to 23. Red man is a bit awkward here, isn't it? I guess I can go grab Valki, but it's not that great. I think we just chill like this. And that's fine. I think. You got more combat tricks? You get all that lifelink. You're gonna double strike again. Light of Hope. Ow. That's a lot. Up to 31, but you're out of cards, and we draw another Tybalt. That's gotta be great. How do we want to play it? That reduces the size of the creatures on the board. Get some of that lifelink off the battlefield. Draw a card. Draw that. Pretty good. You need to chill. You've been having too much fun. All right, please give me one more turn. I want to see if I can cast the Valki off the Luris. And by that, I mean the Tybalt off the Luris. It'd be fun. One more turn! One more turn! Nope. Ah, we got back to the numbers. I missed that in the end of the last game. I was too excited. Numbers! Keep the white decks coming. More Speaker of the Heavens, please. I think I have to keep this. The tap land is a bit unfortunate, but we might draw a swamp. If we draw a swamp, our whole hand is amazing. If we don't, it's just slow, but we have interaction. They shouldn't be able to run us over very easily. Unless they're Gruul. Dantha Triome. Okay, we did draw the land. Do we turn one the Eidolon? I don't think so. It would take quite the miracle to draw like 4 or 5 lands in a row and have this saved to use as a removal spell at some point. And we can save the Eidolon for when we're going to remove something to make sure we draw at least 1 card off of it. Oh no. Oh no! Alright. So we get the Eidolon out because they're going to play a 5/5, and then we can Deadweight and Mire's Grasp it. What else do we do with the other mana? Mogi's Favor? Yeah. Pretty good. Start slowing down these 1/1s. Hopefully they don't kill this Eidolon and just play the Beast and think there's no way I could ever kill a Lovestruck Beast. Who does that? There's no way somebody with a bunch of little enchantments can possibly kill a Lovestruck Beast. Ah, my evil smile. Now we have to do it again by drawing more of these. Or land. Might just draw land. Maybe the fun is over. But maybe they're too scared now to play another beast. Yeah, that's it. That's the sheer intimidation factor is too much. They won't play it. They would never play it. Man, if I still had that aggro mauling, I got mauled in this game. All right, show me that hand. What do you got? Extinction Event and Kaya. Ooh, Extinction Event. What are you gonna name? I guess you could name Even. That gets me. And you have Finn. So I don't have a good way to deal with the Kaya, so I think I have to take that and then figure out how to navigate the Extinction Event, which wants very much to name Even. So if I play Valki, that's not going to work out for me. But if I play you, maybe something does work out for me. We can draw a Call the Death Dweller and get back a 5/5. Like, we can block this Lovestruck Beast. I also have a Favor in the graveyard that can still hit the 1/1 token, and then the beast can't attack. Also, if they cast Extinction Event, the beast can't attack. So they could just play it and name Odd, but then they don't get Kaya back. Getting these exiled would suck, too. If they name Odd, though, they lose their beast. So there's no hope. Let's keep making Odd look unappealing with the block. Well, they're not naming Even anytime soon. Oh, we drew the call. And we can take their Finn and have a Death Toucher, which Pelucano's fighting that. It prevents the damage, so it wouldn't work. That's not good. We also have to exile these cards that are in the graveyard, which we don't really want to do. This is tough. This I'm sure I should do. Then I think it's this, but I'm not positive about that. Maybe we just play the Valki. I know that we're working on getting to Tybalt, but I don't think we're going to make it. Threatening to turn into Death Touch could make things super awkward, and naming even is something they really don't want to do now. So we could hold up the mana and threaten to turn into Finn the Fangbearer or buy the Lurrus. I think the Lurrus is more important. It also forces our opponent to use their mana a certain way this turn. If they've got to get rid of this before it transforms, if they care. They could hold up the Polukranos, but I don't know. The Lurrus is scary. And they have an extinction event. So they want to trade their Lovestruck Beast, I guess? They probably want to trade just about anything. How to block. I think Valki just blocks Polukranos, to be honest. Give him the Finn. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. They're probably going to fight the Freebooter, but Call the Death Dweller can bring it back. Okay, they play the Finn, and they're going to fight the Freebooter. Let's attack first. If they fight it now... Okay. Magic is hard. As long as they don't exile this. But they only have one odd, and it's the Lovestruck Beast, so they could exile this. I think we make a 5/5. Is that the play? Or kill something and draw? I mean, you know me, I like card draw a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, they can fight. I can bring this back and they can fight it with the trigger on the stack. I don't know if they would do that, but the fact that they can is pretty bad for us. If we Mire's Grasp this, then they can't fight this turn. I think they plan to fight, bring back Kaya, play Kaya, exile Lurrus, which is pretty nasty. Come on, good card. Good card. Okay. They can also event here for odd, but then they take out their beast, which they've been trying to avoid doing. We did draw another Tybalt, and we have the mana coming for it, but I don't know if that's good enough. It depends what they do with their turn. Yep, here's Kaya. There's Exile. Here's attacks. No blocks. Another land? Life is hard. All right, so you're at 2. Can I remove this? I can play the favor on it, and maybe we draw another favor? Or I just double favor here? Grasp. Let's go, Eidolon! Riding solo. There's no more 1/1, so the beast shouldn't be able to attack. If it dies, we draw a card. The opponent might exile it with the extinction event and make me sad. What can you do? We're just trying to get a good spot to Tybalt. tough game. Lots of different ways this one could have gone. Sir Rolf? The heck am I playing against? And a Thirst? So it gains a counter now? That's what? What? Gosh, that's brutal. All right, nice top deck. Anything instant speed here? No, it has to be at the beginning of the upkeep. So we can do this. Bam, bam. Both counters here because this is turning into the 5/5. Get him! Get him! And we get your event! Yes! We're doing it! We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. This is 6 cards. Not enough in the graveyard yet. We're turning it all around. Let's see if they can draw the answer. Still rumbling, huh? We're at 4 poison? No blocks. I don't know about that. Scary. Finn's trying to solo us. There must be something else going on because we haven't seen any... Okay, it's a legendary deck. They've got Kavori, the God of Kinship. If you have 3 or more, +4/+2 in Vigilance, and you can search your top 6 for a legend, put them into your hand, put the rest on the bottom. Okay. I guess we play Tibalt. Get Cosmic up in here. I could exile you. I think that's the play. Deny them the value. I can play this as this. It says choose a creature type, tap for green. That's not very good. Predations aren't doing it either. Let's play that tapped. All right. Who wants to block the Fangbearer? This has Death Touch and Menace. It can get in there. This I don't want to block with. This I might have to block the Lovestruck Beast if they draw 1/1. Whoa. Going face. All right. Well, gotta stop the death touching somewhere. It's getting too close for comfort. All right, Tibalt, find me some goods. Dead weight. There's a Mogi's Favor. There's a Village Rites. What's the play? It's a good question. Maybe we attack first, call. Call only gets one thing back. I don't like it. This is a tough call. But, gotta go somewhere. Death Touch and Menace on this sucker, by the way. The Death Touch doesn't matter on the Pelucranos, but it matters on the Beast. And if it dies, we draw a card. And I might also be doing Village Rites on the Freebooter and then bringing them both back. So the opponent takes it. So now we can play the Kavori. The opponent can fight it. If we put this on it, then it's just a 2/2. Should be good. Unless they draw another removal spell, which I've seen it. I've seen it happen. By the way, we have this Triome. We can almost activate it, although I'm not sure what legendary card I'm hoping to reveal. Valki, I guess. Do not draw a 1/1. Don't do it. Man, this deck gets some interesting pairings, doesn't it? The full rope is out on this one. They have a tough decision. Feels like they should kill the Kovori and attack the Tybalt for 2, but I don't know. So Rolf returns. Well, that thing can get powerful, but we can exile it if Tybalt is allowed to stay at 4 or more loyalty. So now I feel like you have to fight Kovori. But no, you're fighting the Eidolon. Okay. That drops you to 1, and we get to draw. So we let that resolve. We don't Village Rights that. 5/5. Ugh. But remember, we can exile. But now you have a 1/1. Oh, that's sick. Okay. This is going to be something. I have a plan. Give it back. You will never get to play this card. Never. Ever. Keep on going, Wolf. You are an awesome wolf, that is for sure. I do not doubt this. But you will not be allowed to do your thing. You're simply too powerful. Should have just played this first and then done that stuff, and then I would have a bigger wolf, I guess. What else can we do? We can play this so that we have green mana in the future to use their cards against them. Can play Kite Sail that hits nothing. Can play Mire's Grasp on nothing. I'll just play you. And here we go again. There are now enough cards for Pelucanos to come out and play. Come on. Escape. Check out this new sick escape animation. Now sans chains. 0 chains. I don't miss the chains. It definitely looks a little lamer, but I don't miss them. I thought they were a bit much from the moment they were introduced. All right. So they've got a 12/12. How do we manage this? Well, maybe I steal a card from you. Like the Great Henge. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Seems good. Seems good. Good game. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Oh, that was glorious. Top 1200, easy. And we are back for the post-game wrap. We kind of got the meta we expected. There were plenty of Speaker of the Heavens, and we were like, Deadweight this, and Mire's Grasp that, and everything was great. And then we came up against some really weird stuff, and we played some really odd games. And you know who bailed us out in those tough games? The new guy, Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, actually adding a power element to the deck that it didn't have before. So I think the deck is in a good spot. I actually liked Kite Sail Freebooter. It worked out better than I expected. It was a weird choice to me at first, and I thought I should have the 1/2 human rogue, because casting that from the graveyard gets you mills over and over, and it pairs well with Archfiend's Vessel because they have to reveal 2 cards. But no, I like the freebooter. I like the 1/2 body. I like the evasion. I like that I can put a Mogi's Favor on it. I like that I get to choose what to take. I can take the ultimatum, the extinction event. I can take the Heartless Act. Like, I think the freebooter's the better card. So I'm glad I chose it. The NDFCs, the double face lands, Predation never did anything, but Mauling did plenty, and that makes sense. We were against creature decks. We didn't have to squeeze out any weird wins against over-the-top decks. I think that if the meta is creatures, and the best of one meta can often be a lot of creatures. So until something changes with that meta, this deck might be a lot better than people think it is and very underrated. However, it is a bit of a polarized matchup type deck, much like the Rakdos Steel and Sack deck, where it will beat up creatures, but man does it struggle as soon as the opponent changes up the game plan, plays some Yori and does something like that. So I think this deck sits solidly in a tier 3 or lower, but I do think that this is a deck that can get you to Mythic if you're looking for something to craft and it seems like your style. I do think the Valkis are necessary. Those are Mythic wild cards, but it's like one of the best cards in the set. It goes in all kinds of black decks. Agadim's Awakening is recommended. You don't need 4. You can just play a few more Castle Lock Dwayne, and it'll be fine. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed checking out the mono black deck. It saved me from what was going to be a horrible day in the arena. Made my day a lot better. So, you got my love, Valki. Luris, good team. Does Luris cast Valki? Yes. Does Luris cast Tybalt, the Cosmic Imposter from the graveyard? Probably not. But I still don't know. No way you let me do it. I'm just gonna pick a comment at random and have to believe them. That sounds terrible. God knows. How do you find real facts in a world like this? Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.